It is the middle of the night. Your house is completely silent. Everyone is asleep. Then suddenly you wake up and notice your kitten sitting completely still in the corner of the room, staring intensely at a blank wall. No movement, no sound, just wide eyes locked on to absolutely nothing. Maybe they slowly tilt their head. Maybe their tail twitches slightly. Maybe they suddenly sprint across the room as if something invisible just moved at that moment. Almost every cat owner thinks the same thing. What exactly is my kitten looking at? Some people joke that cats can see ghosts. Others believe kittens sense paranormal activity or invisible spirits. But the real explanation is actually far more fascinating and deeply connected to feline psychology, biology, and survival instincts. Tonight, we are uncovering the hidden reasons why your kitten stares at walls in the middle of the night and what is really happening inside that tiny predator brain. Once you understand the science behind this mysterious behavior, you may never look at your kitten the same way again. To understand why kittens stare at walls, we first need to understand something important about cats. Cats are not small humans. They experience the world in a completely different way from us. Their senses are designed for survival, hunting, and detecting tiny environmental changes. Most humans would never notice. What looks like an empty wall to you may actually be filled with sounds, vibrations, movements, scents, reflections, and activity. Your kitten can detect instantly. A kitten's hearing is one of the most powerful senses in the animal world. Cats can hear frequencies far beyond human ability. They can detect tiny scratching noises inside walls, ceilings, floors, and furniture at night. When the house becomes quiet, these sounds become even easier for them to notice. Your kitten may hear insects moving inside the wall, tiny pipes vibrating, electrical currents humming, rodents scratching, or even distant outdoor sounds echoing through the structure of the house to humans. These noises are almost non-existent, but to your kitten they can sound loud, clear, and extremely interesting. Imagine suddenly hearing tiny movement behind a wall while everyone else remains unaware. Your kitten's hunting instincts immediately activate. That intense staring behavior is actually focused listening and observation. Cats are natural ambush predators in the wild survival. Depends on detecting movement before prey escapes. A kitten's brain is wired to freeze, focus, and monitor suspicious sounds with complete concentration. Even though your home feels safe, those instincts never disappear. So when your kitten stares at the wall at 3 in the morning, they are often doing exactly what their ancestors evolved to do for thousands of years. They are hunting. But sound is only part of the story. A kitten's vision also works very differently from ours, especially at night. Cats have incredible low-light vision. Their eyes contain a reflective structure called the tapetum lucidum, which helps them see in extremely dim environments. This is why cat eyes glow in darkness while humans struggle to see. At night, cats can detect tiny movements, shadows and light, changes with remarkable precision. That blank wall your kitten stares at may contain flickering reflections from outside, lights moving shadows from tree branches, insects crawling near lamps, or tiny dust particles floating through the air. Even slight motion can instantly grab a kitten's attention because movement automatically triggers predator instincts. Kittens are especially reactive because their brains are still developing. Everything feels new, exciting, and important to investigate. Their curiosity is operating at maximum level 24 hours a day. Something as small as a moving curtain, shadow, or light reflection can completely capture their attention for several minutes. And because cats are naturally patient hunters, they can stare at one spot for surprisingly long periods without losing focus. Humans usually expect action quickly. Cats do not. A cat can sit motionless waiting for movement because their brains are designed for stealth patience and sudden explosive reactions. This is why kittens sometimes appear hypnotized by walls, ceilings, or corners late at night. Their senses are locked onto subtle environmental activity invisible to us. There is also another fascinating reason this behavior happens more at night. Cats are naturally crepuscular animals. This means they are biologically most active during dawn and dusk hours. Early morning and nighttime are when feline energy, instincts, and alertness naturally peak. Even domesticated kittens living indoors still carry this ancient rhythm inside their bodies while humans prepare for sleep. Your kitten's brain may actually become more alert, energetic, and sensitive to surrounding activity. Nighttime activates exploration mode. This explains why many kittens suddenly race through the house, climb furniture, attack invisible objects, or stare intensely at round